Mississippi Road, Mississippi Road.
I just love to play. I love music, and I will play. It just depends on what the day offers. I think I came out of the womb wanting to play drums. Used to get in trouble, like most kids. Used to beat on my mom's furniture. Probably about 4 or 5 is when I really had the interest in really starting to really play drums. Well, I started taking lessons formally. I was in a band program at Hardy Junior High.
Well, after his experience at Hardy Middle School, Derrick's talent really began to show, and he was offered a scholarship to Jackson State University, home of the world-famous Sonic Boom Marching Band.
The things I learned there in terms of character, ethics, musicianship, professionalism, I don't think I could have learned that better at Juilliard.
Well, Derrick is an unusual drummer in that he gets his inspiration not from other drummers, but from piano players.
With the piano being a percussion instrument, I could really hear a lot of music and rhythm it's like, I want to play drums like Monk plays piano, or like Bud Powell, or like Oscar Peterson. So that really was my thing.
Well, Derrick was only in his second year at Jackson State when a friend of his called him to tell him that rock legend Little Richard was looking for a drummer.
She calls me up and said, well, hey, call this number. It's Little Richard. I'm like, yeah, right, okay. So I call, and he actually answers the phone. I'm 22 years old. Call him up, and he's like, hey, baby, can you play my music? And I said, yes, sir, I can do it. He said, well, I'm gonna give you a ticket, and you're gonna fly out here. This was like Monday. He said, you're gonna fly to LA on the Thursday, we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna check you out. We go to Grady Gaines, old guitar player that used to play with the Upsetters. He has an old kind of hole-in-the-wall spot. So we go in, there's a beat-up drum set, honky-tonk piano out of tune, and the bass player's there, so Richard and Grady start telling stories. And Richard's playing, oh, Grady, remember when we used to play the blues? So they start playing, bass player's playing, like, okay, I play. So I'm acting a fool. Hey, yeah, Rich, boy, this sound like Mississippi. We clowning for like an hour, jamming, we play blues, never play any of his music, just boogie-woogie grooves, whatever. So after about an hour, he stops, well, Grady, okay, I think I gotta go. Okay, baby, you got the gig. We open for the Temptations at Cerrito next week. Let's go get something to eat. And I'm literally like, I look at the bass player, like, well, what just happened? And Charles like, hey man, welcome to the band, man. I'm like, what just happened? I said, Richard, we didn't play any of your music. He said, baby, look, I created this. Whoever play, I gotta teach you what I want you to know. You got a good foot and a good backbeat, and you say yes, sir, and no, sir. And you love your mama. I can teach you everything else you need to know. And that was 16 years ago.
Well, since that day, Derrick, better known by his nickname D-Mar, has learned quite a bit about the music industry. Now he's taking that knowledge and trying to pass it on to the next generation in what he calls the Up Next Project.
Music education to me is a pet peeve of mine, because the only way I got to be where I am is because somebody taught me. Somebody took the time to share their gift with me. So I got some of the most talented kids I could find in Mississippi, along with myself as a writer. I'm producing the project. I got some country writers, but all Mississippi musicians, artists, and we're putting this record together. It's called Up Next, and my goal is to be able to take these kids into schools to perform, to help inspire other kids, because my end goal, along with the kids getting, is to inspire other kids to want to do music.
One of those students is his youngest son, Michael.
Now that I'm growing up, he gave me this book, and it's a book that, you have a lot of drumming drills in it, and like he gave me this rudiment sheet so that I can practice my rudiments all the time.
It's not a forced thing. And I purposely, for a while, stood away from it because I'm like, well, he wants to be like his dad, so maybe that'll wear off. So let me not. But what I've seen now, even in terms of the way he works and his dedication to it, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, this may be real.
Well, Michael's musical talent has become so good that it's led to his debut performance with his dad. Oh, by the way, did I mention Michael is only 11 years old?
This Friday is a Michael Jackson tribute. My dad is doing like the older Michael Jackson. I'm doing Jackson 5 and the Jacksons, stuff like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, a tribute to Michael Jackson and the Jackson. Let's bring the stage the almighty D-Mar, 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 D-Mar.
Come on, y'all. Put your hands up. Come on. I want everybody now.
But this is like the first time we've done like a real, like a professional performance together.
I'm really excited to be sharing this with him.
Never can say goodbye, no, 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 no. Oh, never can say goodbye, girl.
Well, we asked Derrick if you could choose your favorite person to perform with, who would it be?
The gig that I'm really looking to do is Michael Martin's gig. It's to play the Michael Martin World Tour. And it's like, yeah, my dad's my musical director, and you know, that's the gig that I'm looking forward to doing.
Thank you.
I told all my kids, like, you know, just whatever you do, be passionate about it. Whatever your passion is, follow your passion. Find something you love and pursue it, and make decisions in life that will allow you to pursue your passion.
For a copy of this program, call 601-432-6294 or send a check or money order for $14.95 to Mississippi Public Broadcasting, 3825 Ridgewood Road, Jackson, Mississippi 39211. Please indicate the name and date of the program.